The new season of ID's The Curious Case of will venture even deeper into inconceivably shocking true crime stories that are filled with deception, obsession, and the unbelievable. Joining me now to discuss more about this exciting and riveting season is legal analyst Beth Karas. So good to see you, Beth.
Nice to see you too.
So, season 2, we're starting off with a bang. What can we expect tonight during the premiere of Death by Detox?
Well, this is the story of a man named Robert Young who had a very successful business peddling his books for his alkaline diet. And it was the pH Miracle diet, which got the attention of celebrities and Hollywood. And people were swearing by it. My own nutritionist swears by that diet. Good thing going, right? And he was selling supplements and he was making money hand over fist, but he got a little greedy. And he started telling people that he could cure their cancer as long as they followed his protocol and not the traditional protocols. And he was taking a lot of money from very vulnerable people. And that's what got him in trouble, practicing medicine without a license.
I mean, I remember that craze. I remember everybody talking about that, and I never knew what happened. So you dive deep into the story and kind of reveal what happened to him?
Yeah, he got prosecuted, did some time in jail, got out, did it again, and now he's in a state prison. He didn't learn from the first time.
Okay, as a legal analyst, do you see this often? You don't learn the first time? You would think being so high profile, you would learn your lesson.
Yes, I mean, that's why we punish people. We hope it will deter them from future conduct, but he did it again. And so he's back in prison for practicing medicine without a license. He firmly believes that he has the cure for cancer. He claims he has cured some. He obviously doesn't cure everybody who came to him because there are some terrible stories, which you will hear in the episode. And it's shocking. I've spoken to him in my interview. He's calling me from prison, so it's like he's on the phone. I'm on camera. But he swears by his protocols, his smoothies, and his baking soda IVs to raise the alkaline level in somebody.
Wow. I mean, and that's just the premiere. You know, season 2 has 8 episodes. Any other tidbits on the other cases that you'll cover during season 2?
Well, I will tell you that the finale is called The Corpse That Came to Dinner. Corpse, okay? Yes. A woman who could not bear the thought that her twin sister and her husband were underground. So their embalmed bodies are with her. She's 91 when they find out. I won't say more. Crazy story. But we also have the school principal who hypnotized students to help them with academic and athletic performance, but he wasn't a licensed hypnotherapist. And these are developing brains, tender age for young people. And there is tragedy for 3 of them. So that is another story.
Wow.
There's a woman who faked her disease, faked being paralyzed from the neck down, faked being a cancer survivor at a different time, faked pregnancies at another time. She was a nurse too. She's no longer a nurse, but she faked being pregnant and then said she lost the baby. It's like, I don't know why she was doing it. For attention, I'm not sure.
So you're a legal analyst. We've seen you in season 1. We see you on TV. Is there anything still that shocks you about these cases, thinking these people actually thought they were going to get away with it?
I must say that after all these years, I thought that I've seen it all, but I haven't. With these stories, especially The Corpse That Came to Dinner, I have not seen it all. And I think that there will continue to be stories that will shock me. Even after all these years, I'm fascinated by human behavior, what people do, try to get away with. And if this didn't really happen, I'd think, you can't write that. No one will ever believe it. But these things happen.
Right. And it seems to me, you know, as a true crime junkie myself, it always seems, you know, if there's a murder plot, you got to check out the spouse first. It seems typical, you know, you got to check out the boyfriend, the girlfriend, or the husband or the wife. They seem to be the ones who always do it.
Well, that is true. These aren't murder cases, but you're right about that. I mean, in any homicide investigation, like you sort of build out in concentric circles, you know, the people closest who might have a motive, and then you go to, you know, maybe friends, coworkers, and then, you know, if you can rule everyone out, then you go to strangers. But a lot of times the spouses, they can't be ruled out. They're never ruled out. So they're always a person of suspicion until more evidence is built.
I tell you what, this for season 1 was amazing. I can't wait for season 2. Just when I think you can't find any more cases, Beth, you find the cases.
You wait. There's more coming.
Oh, and there's more coming. That's amazing. Well, Beth, thank you so much for your time. The Curious Case of premieres tonight on ID Channel. I'll be watching with bated breath for these crazy stories, Beth. So great to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.